Welcome to the Impel Down breakdown video. Now, if you don't know how to get to Impel Down, I already posted how to do that inside of my initial Update 9 guide video. So you should probably check that out before you get to this. And also, this is going to be a separate video to the actual Impel Down gameplay playthrough with Foyu. This is just going to be breaking down how Impel Down works so you get an understanding of what you're getting into. However, if you want to see the full gameplay, you should probably click on that video. Getting straight into this. Once you go inside of Impel Down, when you queued up, you have to fight Elvira, or Elvira, or Vieira, whatever her name is. And I'm not gonna lie, she's not that hard to take down. However, you don't actually get to kill her. Once she gets to about 1/3 of her health, she uses her Conqueror's Haki, and then it teleports you down into the actual Impel Down, the first floor, where you awaken from your slumber in a prison suit with all your items gone. Then you will need to find a key. Once you get your key, because it's randomly placed, especially if there's other people with you, once you find your key, you open the chest and get looted. And trust me, you're gonna want to have something at least decent. You're gonna want health potions, stamina pots, and some SP resets. Trust me, if you're lucky enough, there will be a legendary chest at the start. However, if you're not, most people aren't, you'll probably just get a really good rare chest. However, don't worry, legendary chests can be found around Impel Down. Every time you defeat a boss, they spawn chests and a fighting style. You're gonna be getting geared up as you progress through. The first stage, you just need to clear out a wave of enemies, and then you need to go through a maze that have enemies there. You do want to be careful because the enemies do pack, and if you don't set your stats in right, you may actually die here, and you only have 3 lives. Once you clear the first part, you get sent to the second floor, known as Wild Hell. Is actually quite intense. There are multiple sections and multiple waves of enemies that you need to get through. However, eventually you will get to a part where you need to go through some little fire in order to actually open a lever, and that lever will activate the gate that you once came through in order to fight the Sphinx. After defeating the Sphinx, you go to another section, and you need to be careful here. The floor boss will appear, and he has the double-edged sword that does a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. So you're gonna want to be careful of that, and make sure you have a lot of health potions because you can die on the second floor. After defeating the second floor's boss, you will get a bunch of chests, and there is a chance that a legendary chest can appear. So make sure you're on alert, because if you're playing with other people, they're going to steal the chests from you. The better the gear, the better for you. Things get really hard in the later floors. Third floor is called Starvation Hell, and it is quite annoying. There's a lot of booby traps on this floor. It does look like hell, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty simple. You go through the first part, you clear the waves, go to the pings. They will show you where the levers are, and you need to click on, and you need to actually pull all of the levers. Once you pull the levers, it will open up the next section of the map. In this area, you will get a mini boss where Jailer Han comes out with the black trident. He's gonna try kill you. However, you shouldn't really struggle with this one too much. He's not too hard. Watch out for those pesky scorpions. They can be annoying. And after you defeat him, you climb to the top of the floor 3 where the head jailer is located. This guy is pretty hard, I'm not going to lie to you. He packs a punch. So make sure you have a lot of health potions with you by this point of time, or you might actually just end up losing. And yes, even normal difficulty is hard. After this, you'll be going to the most annoying floor in my opinion, floor 4. Freezing Hell. And Freezing Hell is literally a frozen hell. Here you're going to be running into guards that actually have devil fruit abilities, and trust me, they could be annoying. You better pray you don't get paired up with a double Pika NPC, kill you bro. And all the way at the end of Freezing Hell, you're gonna fight Bangori. You're gonna be fighting Bulgori. I'm not gonna lie to you, he has a lot of DPS, especially with his spinning move, and I'm pretty sure his axe is droppable. I actually have no idea. I haven't seen anyone use it. He's tanky and he packs a punch. If you're not prepared for him, he's going to kill you. And after you get past him, you're on the last part of Impel Down, Blazing Hell. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is actually the hardest part, as it should be. It's the last floor, but getting through all of that, the final boss is what really makes this place the hardest. The Warden of Impel Down, Vieira. Yes, you're going to be fighting Vieira again, but this time she's come back with vengeance and with a devil fruit ability. She's going to be using the Venom no Mi on you, and trust me, she's going going to be packing a punch, with some of her poison damage almost doing 19 a tick. On top of the fact that she has the whip weapon, hey man, she is formidable. Out of all the bosses you fought so far, Vieira is going to you up. And once you get her halfway down, she then transforms into her second mode. This is where she uses the Venom mode. And if you thought she was hard before she transformed, she's going to be harder after she transforms. You are genuinely going to struggle with this boss. Pray to God your members all have full health. And make sure you don't exhaust your lives prior to this. You're going to need every single one of them. Don't worry, if you do die and run out of lives, you can buy back. That's going to cost Robux, and you can only do it once. If you manage to defeat everyone and everything here, you get sent to the store. The Impel Down store. Inside of the Impel Down store is where you will be getting a lot of some of the new drops. Some of the exclusive hats, armors are only being able to be bought inside of the Impel Down shop. You can also buy legendary chests, and I heard a rumor that you might be able to buy mythical chests in here as well. The shop has a rotation, so you might actually miss it. And you can re-roll your shop for Robux, but that might cost a lot of money, and even then you might not get what you want. So it is kind of RNG based. Some of the weapons are exclusively inside the Impel Down shop as well. So you will need to be getting through Impel Down in order to get some of the weapon. And I mean completing Impel Down. And the currency used inside the shop is called Impel points. The better you do during each floor, the more Impel points you get. All of these things affect how much Impel Down points you get. Clear time, all the rooms cleared, MVP of each floor. If you're the MVP of each floor, you get a multiplier. And if you have a lot of lives, on top of the fact of if it's a normal difficulty or nightmare difficulty, all of these affect how much score you get. Inside of Impel Down, all of this was useful to you. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.